Anyway, I wasn't quite sure how I was going to do this today, but I think I've summarized it. I mean, my practice is a daily practice. As I said, there are trainings that all Buddhists undertake, right? I can tell you that for me, the experience has allowed me to be a more joyful human being. And I suspect that any religious tradition that's understood properly, practiced thoroughly, will bring you to the same place. Okay? A little exercise, and then I'm going to turn it over to you guys. Speaking with the following, if something is true, it has to be true in all cases. You'll stipulate to that? Yes? If it's true, it has to be true in all cases. Yes? If something is not true in all cases, it is not true. Fair enough? What I would suggest then is that let's consider all spirituality. Okay? Here's my conclusion. If truth exists, it can only exist where we're all the same, and it cannot exist where we're different. Fair enough? Right? In the differences, the truth does not lie. Okay. So anyway, all reasonable religions lead us to the same place when they're understood completely and practiced thoroughly. So, I'll let you guys ask questions.
18 minutes left for questions.
Okay, guys.
How long do you usually meditate each day?
Yeah, the question was, how long do I meditate on a daily basis? Typically, it's 20 to 30 minutes, right? Sometimes those practices will take longer, but most of the time it's 20 to 30 minutes because it's part of a greater practice. Okay? It's not uncommon for people to sit for, 90 minutes or something like that. That's hard for me, mostly because I'm old. Right? But just sitting in a chair, that's fine. But sitting on the floor, that's tough. Right?
So in Catholicism, there's like a hierarchy of like ranks, like the layperson, priest. So is there something similar to that in Buddhism?
The question had to do with hierarchy within the ordained community. The question is there an analogous structure in Buddhism to perhaps what we see in Catholicism or some of the other Christian religions? The answer is that there is a hierarchy, but it is not as layered, okay? And it is not, generally speaking, geographical. Okay, so for instance, there is no Lama of Greater Pittsburgh. Okay. Within any community, and remember that the Buddha established a community of ordained people, the term would be Sangha, S-A-N-G-H-A. And this community, right, there are people who, for instance, right, let me back up a minute. If you have an interest in Buddhism, right, that's good. You can be considered a quote-unquote friend of Buddha. If you wish to be a Buddhist, there is a very specific ritual or rite which you would undertake, and that's called taking refuge. It's not different very much from, say, the confirmation that many Christians undergo. Okay? People who have taken vows, I mean, the rank tends to be more related to what level of vows you are holding, right? So, for instance, if you have someone who has taken the 5 precepts, which are the 5 handy suggestions, and said, I'm going to do this, well, you're at this level. If you have taken vows to become a bodhisattva, that's this level, and so on up. Okay? Each tradition has its root guru. Okay? You guys are familiar with the guy, the Dalai Lama, right?